In this video, we're going to take a look at the SmartList tools that WilloWare offers. The first tool we're going to review is SmartList Analyzer. SmartList Analyzer adds to SmartList the ability to perform calculations and analytical functions on the columns of data in the SmartList window. Available functions include summing, getting the average, mode, standard deviation, or calculating the frequency. SmartList Analyzer can also add calculated columns to any existing SmartList favorite. Let's head into GP to see how this works. When we've logged into Microsoft Dynamics GP, we need to navigate to our SmartLists. I'm going to come to Microsoft Dynamics GP and then choose SmartList from the list. When my SmartList window opens, I'm going to navigate to a SmartList I've previously created. It's underneath my Receivables Transaction folder, and I've named it Sales Invoices by Customer. I've limited this SmartList to show me only invoices for Alton Manufacturing that are dated in the month of January. What I want to do now is total up my sales amount column. To do this, I'm going to come to Additional, SmartList Analyzer. I'm going to choose my sales amount column and then choose Sum from the operations listing. I can see that I've sold over $111,000 to Alton Manufacturing for the month of January. The next step I'm going to take is actually to take my sales amount and deduct out of it my discount available. I'm going to do that through SmartList Analyzer again. I'm going to create a calculated column by selecting my Calculated Columns button. In here, I need to choose my sales amount and subtract from that my discount available amount. And I need to give my column a name, so I'm going to name it Sales minus Discount. And then add the column. I can see here that my SmartList now has the additional column, which is subtracting the discount available from my sales amount. If I X out of this window, I now have that column available to calculate a sum on as well. I can see that I've got almost $109,000 as a total for my sales less discount column. Now let's take a look and see how we can use the mode function. I'm going to switch SmartLists and open up Purchasing, Purchase Line Items, and open up my PO cost per item. I filtered this SmartList to show me only part number CAP 100. My goal is to see what I've paid for unit costs throughout the year so I can properly set my standard for next year. I'm going to come to Additional SmartList Analyzer. I'm going to choose Unit Cost and then Mode. I can see that the unit cost that has most frequently been used is 2 cents. I could easily switch to frequency as well to see the other costs that have been used. And I can see that just once we've purchased this product for 10 cents each instead of the 2 cents. This data helps me understand what I should be setting my standard cost to for next year. The next tool we're going to look at is SmartList Favorite Lock. SmartList Favorite Lock adds the ability to lock and password protect any SmartList favorite. Locking a favorite will prevent accidental changes from occurring. Let's head into GP to see how this product is used. Now that we're back in GP, I'm looking at my Customer Credit SmartList. This is a SmartList that I've previously created on my own from the standard Receivables Transaction SmartList. I've limited this just to show me only credit memos. Now I want to lock it to prevent other users from modifying it or deleting the SmartList on me. I'm going to come to Favorites, and then I'm going to select the Add button, and I'm going to add a lock to it. I'm going to check off the box next to Lock, and at which point the system will prompt me for a password. Then I'm going to select OK, and then I'm going to save that. Notice now that if I come back to my Favorites button, that I'm no longer allowed to remove the SmartList or modify it in any way. If I want to, I'm going to have to unlock it by entering in that same password. So I'm going to come back to Add, Lock, Unlock, uncheck the lock box, enter in my password to clear the lock, and then select OK and save. Now my SmartList is unlocked and I can either delete it or modify it. The next SmartList tool we're going to look at is SmartList Keep Favorite Open. This tool allows the user to keep up to 5 SmartList favorites open at the same time. Let's take a look at how it works in GP. Now that we're back in Microsoft Dynamics GP, within our SmartLists, we can see how we can keep multiples open. I'm on my customer credit SmartList. If I come to Additional, Keep Open, a new window opens holding my SmartList. This allows me to switch to a different SmartList, such as Today's Sales, which I can then also keep open by coming to Additional, Keep Open. I can look at both of these SmartLists side by side now, as they're held within separate windows. Here's my credit memos, and here's my sales invoices from today. The last tool we're going to look at is SmartList Resize. SmartList Resize adds the ability to create system-level default sizes as well as user-defined sizes, which will resize the SmartList window in order to maximize the results pane while keeping the tree view minimized. Let's go into GP and take a look at how this works. Now that we're back in Dynamics GP, let's reopen our SmartList. When the SmartList window appears, we can see that it's actually a rather small square. If I'd like to expand my SmartList, I can do so by clicking on my Maximize button. Notice that when the SmartList is maximized, that the tree view portion of the window has grown substantially as well, leaving only about half of the window for my data to populate with its columns. If I select my Sales folder and then come to Sales Transactions and choose the Standard Sales Transactions report, I can see there's not enough room for all of my columns to fit. I have to scroll to the right to see the balance. SmartList Resize allows us to resize our SmartList windows. If I come to Additional, Define SmartList Resize, I can see that I can define system sizes if I'm the SA, or user sizes if I'm just the average user. You should try to use a special character or naming convention to help highlight system sizes versus user sizes. Each size definition can expand the horizontal and/or vertical dimensions of the window. Marking a size as default will cause the SmartList window to automatically be resized when it opens. A user size marked as default will be used before a system default. I'm marking my large size as my default size for when SmartLists open. I'm going to select the Done button and then exit SmartLists. I'm going to reopen SmartList and I can see that it's automatically resized for me. My tree view pane is minimized, leaving the balance of the window for my columns to populate. Let's take a look at that sales transaction SmartList again. We can see that all of my columns now fit. In addition to the default, I can also toggle between sizes by coming to Additional, select SmartList Size. I can resize this to medium or to small, and then once again put it back to the original default size of large. That concludes our overview of the 4 SmartList tools that WilloWare offers. If you'd like more information on any one of those tools, or on any of the products that WilloWare offers, you can go to our website at www.willowware.com, or please feel free to send us an email to sales@willowware.com. Thanks.